Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Sunbreeze Festival in HorizonXI. And I don't know if it's on retail or anything. I've only ever played Horizon, so sorry if you're on retail. I don't know anything about their version of the event. But if you play on the Horizon server, I just did the event and I'm going to go over my thoughts on it and to show you how to do some of the stuff and also if it's really worth it. So anyways, let's jump right into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Goldfish scooping event. So you can do this in West Ronfaro at G10. That's at the Moat Carp Pond if you've never been there. And the South Gustaberg, you can see the coordinates here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but in pretty much all the starting areas and Rabau, you can go there to do the goldfish scooping. And there's just a guy there that you can go talk to. He stands out and he doesn't ever shut up. Your entire chat will just be full of this guy talking about like making it seem like it's like a goldfish cult or some weird stuff. But it costs 100 gil each to get the scooper things, and you get like a bucket or something for free. But I spent about 10,000 gil for a stack of 99. And it can be really frustrating. You do fail a lot. But I did get about 150 points in about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes somewhere. I wasn't really timing myself, but I got plenty of points pretty quickly. It wasn't too hard at all. It's pretty simple to do. All you do is you get the bucket and you put the bucket in where your fishing pole usually goes, and the scoops you put in your ammo, and you just go up to the river bodies that it mentions in the guide and do slash fish like you're fishing normally, and it'll just go like normal where you have the chance to catch the fish. And when you do it, you go and trade it to the Vana'diel guy or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you trade it to him, and then he's like, you've been blessed for so many years, whatever one you give him, and then you're able to go buy stuff with the points that you get. So I have the rewards up here, and I'll be honest, they're not great. They're actually kind of really bad rewards for this event. So your options are to get more scoops so you can go catch even more goldfish, buy a bag of fireworks, large fans, colored drops, mystery box, spirit mask, and all that is a little emote that lasts for like 5 seconds where it puts like a ghost face on you. Swimming trunks that are absolute garbage, and the mystery box for gold set, which makes it so you can catch goldfish even faster. And the white butterfly, which you could craft into something that I don't think really even matters. But that's it. Like, the rewards for this are kind of bad. It was kind of a waste of 10,000 gil for me. But if you like fireworks and you like the cosmetic stuff, this might be for you to go do for fun. Okay, so let's talk about the next part of the event that's going on. So the next part, you'll want to go to, I'm definitely going to butcher this name, but Purgonorgo Island. And you get there from Babinki Bay. I'm going to put up a map here. So what you'll want to do is take the Kolshushu outpost warp, and it'll take you to where the line starts, and then you just follow that path. It's kind of around the mountain, and then you're able to get to Babinki Bay. And then on this map that's up right now, you go down to the dock right there, and you're able to jump on a boat. And you do need to buy a pass for the boat if you're new and you don't know that. So talk to the people there, and they'll sell you a pass. And then you just wait for the boat, jump on it, and it'll take you over to the island where the event's at. And if you're completely new and you don't have the Kolshushu outpost warp yet, you can ask for a teleport Mia, and it'll take you to an area near I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, Bubarimu Peninsula, and you just take a chocobo or walk down to Bubarimu Peninsula and then continue on from where the map is. Okay, from here on out, we're going to assume that you know how to get to this island, and we're going to continue on from there. So for those of you who are new, this area is called like a clamming area, and you can go and do like this clamming event where you go and try to fill up a bucket full of stuff, and it's a decent way to make money. I feel like there's better ways to do it, but it's pretty good for if you're a new player and you want to get some early monies. But this event adds a lot of rewards that helps you to do better at clamming. It gives you there's swimsuit gear that makes it so your clamming is better and your bucket breaks less often. Okay, let's talk about the first thing you're going to want to do when you get to the island. This Whack-a-mandie event is what you're going to want to do. And you could get this guide up on the Horizon wiki if you're interested in having this guide for yourself. But for the purposes of just what I'm going to talk about, you'll want to go do this event and get 40 points at least. There's a couple other things that you can get, but this is the important things that you're going to want. The things that you're going to want to buy are, as shown here, are the swimming tops and the swimming bottoms. I'll get into why you'll want those items, but first I'm going to show you how to do the event and where to go for everything for that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find this rewards Moogle as well as the info Moogle, and then talk to the info Moogle and say you're interested in the Whack-a-mandie, and then he'll give you a club that you can go use to go and attack the manticoras. And you just equip it like any other weapon. Just go to your main inventory slot and put it there, and you can see it's kind of big goofy hammer that sits at your side. So here's a map of the island, and the little pink area on the left is where the manticoras are, so you want to work your way over towards there. Once you get there, though, get ready for one of the most frustrating things that I've ever done in this entire game, which is trying to hit these little bastards. So these guys run constantly, and they only stop for like half a second, and they don't really stop, they more slow down for half a second. But like the one I just hit right there has a flower on his head. That one counts for 2 points, so you want to aim for those ones if you can. But just keep mental track of how many points you're at. You want to be going for at least 40. And you can go for a little more if you want. You can buy fireworks and a couple of other little cosmetic things if you're interested in that. But the only advice I have for killing these little guys is trying to get in front of them and make it so they have to run through you. But other than that, it's really just, yeah. Once you get down there and start trying to do it, you'll see my point. Once you've suffered enough, you go down to the rewards Moogle, go to gear, and then choose the swimming tops and the bottoms. And you can get the Yakata, but that's just to make it easier for you to be able to get goldfish, and we kind of discussed how bad those are anyways, so I didn't bother getting that. So once you've gotten your swimming suit, which I'm wearing right now, you want to work your way over to this racetrack right here. And these are the racers, and I'm going to say, I don't know how it's coded or anything like that, but I participated in 6 races, and Choco Go won 4 out of 6 of the races, so I would suggest doing him, but it's really up to you. But yeah, that's my suggestion. But you'll want to talk to this racing Moogle and then put your bet however much you want to do. I think you do 500, 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000. I only did 500, so you don't need to bet the maximum in order to get the rewards for this, but once you win these races, you'll get the +1 swimming suit, and you'll have both of the swimming suits, but you need to, from what I've heard, you need to have the first swimsuit in order to get the +1 swimming suit from winning the race. So once you make your bet and your person wins, you want to go back to the rewards Moogle, the racing Moogle, and talk to him, and he'll give you your reward for your bet as well as your swimming trunks. If you want to know what the swimming suits specifically do, I have them up on the screen right now. The top makes it so when you're over 200, your bucket doesn't just randomly break randomly as much. And the bottoms are supposed to make it so your clamming goes a little bit better and you get better stuff, supposedly. And I do say supposedly because I went and did a little bit of clamming after this, and I feel like it wasn't really that much better, but who knows? It is coded to be better, so it should be better. But I don't know. Clamming isn't the best way to make money, I feel like. But if it's your cup of tea, go get this gear. It's better off to have this than to not anyways, I guess. So yeah, and it was fun to do anyways, so I would just go get it anyways. And just a side note, you can put all the gear that you get from this event into your Mog Wardrobe 8, so it doesn't take up all your space in your inventory, and you don't have to worry about that. So I'm not going to go over clamming in this video. I'm probably going to do a separate video later on showing how to clam and all that. There's a few add-ons you can get to make it easier and a bunch of other stuff like that, so watch for that video, and if not, there's plenty of other videos on how to clam if you're interested in how to do that. But anyways, let's talk about the last event. So the last part of this event is an NM that spawns, and I'll show you on the map where it spawns, but let's talk about it first. So I just fought this guy, and he's a beast. He took a lot of us a lot of time to kill it, and I will be honest, it was super laggy. But just some stuff to watch out for. He does have Sleep Aga, Gravity Aga, or Graviaga, and Poise Aga too. So you'll want to have Poisona or the Poison Relief Medicine. I don't remember what it's called. And he also casts a spell called Death, which is an AoE that just instant death. So be paying attention for that. I suggest going there a little early and just saying in the chat that you're looking for a group and having someone invite you just so you can have extra buffs and have somebody. If you're not a white mage, you'll have somebody that is able to take Poisona off of you, and just it's better to have a group. But I will say I went as Black Mage, and he was amazing for skill ups. Like I was getting a skill up every ability I was using, and eventually got to the point where I was just taking turns using tier 1 spells. And I will say though, don't use thunder spells. They seem to heal him. So just keep that in mind. Once you are able to defeat him, return back to the rewards Moogle. But the reward you get for it is the Gillet. And it's different for every race, you can see there, but once you get it, you're able to teleport to this island at any time. So if you do like clamming, you'll be able to teleport here. And I haven't used it yet, but it looks like the cooldown's 20 hours. So every 20 hours, you'll be able to come to this island. So if you like climbing, you'll be able to come here anytime. You don't have to wait for the boat, which can get annoying at times. But anyways, that's everything for this event. And I suggest going and doing it just for fun, if not anything else. And like I said, you can throw everything into Wardrobe 8 if you want to. So it's not like it's going to take up space. It's fun to do anyways. And maybe you'll get bored and want to go do some climbing sometime and other stuff like that. But anyways, be sure to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more just like it. And I stream every Sunday at 7:30 Mountain Standard Time or 8 o'clock. It depends on the week. But if you're on during that time, stop by and say hi. I really appreciate the support I get on these videos and these streams. But anyways, thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.